Mira had always loved the quiet moments of the evening, those soft seconds when the world dimmed and the sky shifted from gold to violet. It was the only time she felt she could breathe freely after long hours at the design studio. What she didn't expect was that this peaceful hour would also bring someone entirely new into her life. She first saw him on a Thursday, a young man sitting alone on the rooftop of her apartment building, sketchbook on his knee, eyes lifted toward the sunset as if trying to memorize the colors. His name, she later learned, was Evan, a gentle soul studying architecture, someone whose thoughts seemed heavier than his soft voice revealed. "Beautiful sky today," Mira whispered as she approached him. Evan smiled without looking away. "It always is. People just forget to look." It was such a small line, yet it stayed with her. Something in his tone, quiet, steady, felt like an unanswered question. They slowly became evening companions. Every day at 6:47 p.m., like clockwork, both would find themselves on that rooftop. They spoke about everything: their dreams, their fears, the people they once loved, the people they hoped to become. And sometimes they didn't speak at all. They just watched the world soften beneath them. But Evan carried a shadow. One night, he confessed it. "I'm afraid of failing," he said, fingers gripping the sketchbook. "Architecture, it's all I've ever wanted, but the pressure, it scares me. And when I get scared, I pull away from people." Mira listened carefully, her heart tightening. "You don't have to pull away from me. We can be afraid together." From that night, Evan changed. Not completely, but slowly, bravely. He began showing his designs to her, letting her step into the corners of his mind. Mira, in return, let him into the quiet spaces she never shared with anyone else. Then came the stormy evening. The rooftop door was blown open by the wind, and Mira found Evan there, staring at the city lights flickering below. "I submitted my portfolio today." "And how do you feel?" "Terrified, but also proud. Maybe you gave me more courage than I realized." Mira stepped closer, her hand brushing his. "I didn't give you courage. I just reminded you it was already there." Evan turned to her, really looked at her. The wind was cold, but his gaze was warm. "You make everything feel less impossible." And in that moment, under a sky that glowed with fading rain, their hands intertwined. Not dramatically, not suddenly, but gently, like two stories that were always meant to meet. In the silence that followed, Evan whispered, "Can we keep watching the sky together?" Mira smiled, leaning her head on his shoulder. "For as long as you want." And above them, the clouds drifted apart, revealing a single bright star.